Hi everyone, I am Sonal and I have with me Lakshay. We are here to talk about something we all struggle with, our inboxes. We've built a project called MailBuddy, but honestly, it's more than just an email tool. It's an attempt to stop drowning in messages and start actually understanding them. We call it taming your inbox with reasoning, not just rules. Let's be real for a second. We don't just check emails anymore, we survive it. We are dealing with what we call inbox rot. You have thousands of subscriptions clogging up your storage, burying the actual work you need to do. The problem is that traditional filters are priority blind. They treat a 50% off coupon the same way they treat a generic subject line from your manager. And because keyword searchers fail to understand context, you end up manually reviewing every single thread just to make sure you didn't miss a deadline. It's exhausting. So we asked ourselves, why do standard automation scripts fail? It's because they rely on rigid keywords. If I search for urgent, I find the word urgent, but I might miss an email that says, I needed this yesterday. This is why MailBuddy uses natural language reasoning. It understands intent. Here is my favorite example. If you ask, why is my manager angry? MailBuddy triggers a sentiment analysis scan. It doesn't look for the text string angry, it looks for frustration, tonal shifts, and delayed deliverables. It thinks like a human assistant would. Here is how we built that brain. We used a multi-agent architecture. At the center, we have the supervisor agent. Think of the supervisor as a really good project manager. It doesn't try to do everything itself. Instead, it understands your request and orchestrates special agents to handle the work. He also used something called decoupled reasoning. The AI reads an email once, extracts tags like VIP or deadline, and saves them. This means you ask a question later, the answer is instant. There is no slow reprocessing. It's zero latency. Now let's meet our team, the specialist agents. As we have said, the supervisor is the manager that delegates the tasks. Here is our first specialist, the priority agent, the search agent. It is an intelligent search. Now, this is where the magic happens. Let's try to understand the concept. Fuzzy concept mapping. We convert your emails into vectors, which is a fancy way of saying we turn words into math based on their meaning. This means if you search for invoice, MailBuddy automatically finds emails that say bill or payment due. It knows that urgent is a synonym for ASAP. This gives you a 50% chance of getting a faster and accurate result, and you don't have to guess the exact subject line anymore. Moving on to the next is our priority agent. No endless scrolling. It filters the noise so that you see only what matters. Next is the summary agent. It reads those endless reply all threads and extracts just the action that you need. It also understands human sentiments and can detect the tonal shifts and can answer those questions. Why is he angry? The unsubscribe agent. It looks at your audit history, finds senders you haven't opened in a long time, like some newsletters or some subscriptions, and cleans them up automatically after the human confirmation. Tech stack. Under the hood, we focused on speed. We are running on Python 3.13 using the Google's ADK framework. For the brain, we chose Gemini 2.5 Flash. We picked Flash specifically because it balances reasoning with incredible speed, which is critical when you are scanning thousands of emails. We connect all of these to ChromaDB for that vector memory I mentioned, and the Gmail API to actually take action on your behalf. Here is that system architecture diagram, wherein a user asks a query, and then the supervisor agent delegates the task to each of our specialist agents, which uses from an array of tools that we have built in to answer the query. Demo. Lakshay, could you please show us a demo of what we have built?
All right, thank you, Sonal. So let me walk you through like how can we set up our code base and like we can run our project MailBuddy. So first of all, we need to do is like go to this .env.example and fill up our details, like mainly our Gemini API key, and rename this as .env. Then what we can do is like we can turn up our terminal. We can have UV. If you have UV installed, you can do UV sync to directly sync all the dependencies. You can do UV pip install to install all the requirements, and then you can directly run the project by running the UV run streamlit.app. So this will open up our UI for the project. So this is the UI that we have created. By the time, let's also run the ML flow to actually capture and see our logs that we are getting. So it will be like ML run, ML flow UI. So it will be like UV run, ML flow, UI, and it will run the UI server for ML flow. So currently it's opening on this link. Let's see. Yeah. So we have got the ML flow. So this will be our UI that we are running on the Streamlit that we have made using Streamlit. So let's quickly sync our emails. So I will write the command like sync emails. So what it will do is like it will prompt you to connect to your email account. So this is my test account. I'm connecting to it, and let me give it continue. And so it's done. So now if you will see, we have given permissions for our email, like it's syncing the emails currently. So as you can see, the syncing is done. So what happens during sync part is like it each email gets its own semantic score, a rule-based score, and a category. So semantic score that we provide is like a one-time immutable score. A rule-based score is like according to user preferences, like what they prefer more to be more priority. And the category is like a semantic category that we can provide to them. So let's run through the main thing that we have in our this email is like the unsubscribing part. So this will give us a list of emails that we can unsubscribe according to some data analytics, and then we can work on them. So as you can see, like we have like 100% of these emails is unread. So if I can show you, like currently I have no filters or unblocking like this. So if I will do like unsubscribe them both, so what it will do is like it will create a filter block for both of them. If I can show you, so yeah, you can see both of them has now created for both of them we have created a filter block. Another feature that we have is the priority sorting. So if I can show you that, so I will priority emails. So this will give us the priority emails. So we get a list of emails that are according to our sorting part. And we can also add our own user preferences like give abc@gmail.com as most priority. So what it will do is like it will change our user preferences, and it will add abc@gmail. As you can see, it added abc@gmail.com right now. So this is how it works. And we also have a feature of summarizing the emails, summarize the latest email. So if you will see, it summarized the email like it was a dummy email. So it is like a little summary of it. We also have a feature of semantically searching the email. Suppose like I want to search for any coupon or any appointment, like search me all the emails with appointments. Yeah. So it's not a normal search like query search. It's a semantic based search. Like it's very optimized also. Like it does a vector query search. And it what it provides is like not just any random query. It actually searches through the data and will give you. So you will see there's an important appointment schedule. So we only had one. So it returned that. Through this, you can also search for like suppose you got a very good coupon and you forgot about it. So you can search like search me a coupon from abc@gmail.com and it will give you. So it is more kind of like a quick semantic search getting powered by the vector search of ChromaDB. So this was a small demo. The main feature that we had is this bulk unsubscribe that is not provided currently by any of the email clients, and it is so it not only works on like any individual emails for blocking them, but we can also dynamically click on their hyperlinks and request to hyperlinks, and we can also do what you can say mail to request to actually unsubscribe them. So if you will see, we have three strategies implemented to strategize like how to tackle with each of the unsubscribe requests. We have also added all the logs and traces that we can see currently. So all these traces and logs are getting tracked within our app. And so we have also enabled this. That's all for the demo.